Merci à vous, messieurs. Félicitations à nos deux joueurs. Vous pouvez les applaudir une dernière fois, s'il vous plaît. Thank you, guys. You can leave the stage. Thank you. On va pouvoir enchaîner avec le deuxième match après cette victoire de Surgical Goblin. On va enchaîner avec un match qui va opposer un Espagnol à un Chinois. Je vous demande d'accueillir le premier joueur, c'est ZTeMPeR. On l'a déjà vu hier sur scène. Il a d'ailleurs gagné. Bienvenue à toi. Je te laisse t'installer. Et on va pouvoir appeler cette fois-ci le joueur chinois. Faites du bruit pour Tiak. La Chine contre l'Espagne, c'est maintenant sur ce stage de l'ESWC. Trappa, David K.
All right, we are getting ready for ESWC Paris Games Week Day 3. Woody, this is the final bracket.
Boom, and Chad, it's good to be with you here. Broadcasting from my own channel, still waiting on our buddy Orange Juice. He's going to be showing up very soon, but stay tuned because this is a 15,000 euro prize pool event that we're broadcasting today live from Paris. Some of the highest competition in the competitive Clash Royale community has been duking it out over weeks to qualify for a chance to be here today, to participate in the group stage yesterday and the day before, and to finally make it to this double elimination bracket.
Yeah, double elimination bracket. Right now we're going to be watching the winner's bracket of this tournament, and there is a loser's bracket as well. If you finish, there was 8 groups here. Let's break it down for you if you're just here, your first time is here. I think we should do that. There were 8 groups. Actually, start off from day one. Let's start off for day one. To pre-qualify for this online, they had online qualifiers per country, where it was either 1 or 2, players based on country size, pre-qualified here, which got their trips paid for, flights and hotels paid for to attend this event. So we have the best players from China, from Italy, from the US, from Latin America, all over and all of Europe to just compete here. Then 2 days ago, we had offline qualifiers where there were some of the best players in the game. We had Guanic, Jigsaw, and all these try to qualify just to get in and fill the last 2 spots in each of these 8 groups. So that's 16 players that got in from the offline qualifiers. Then we had another day, the first day of ESWC, which was groups 1 to 4 competed.
Now, Chad, I'm not going to cut you off. We're going to hop into the game.
We are.
Continue explaining. But we got our first match of the day between Team Naginata and ZTeMPeR. Continue, please.
Yes. So then there's groups 1 to 4. And if you finished in 1st or 2nd in these groups, you went into the winner's bracket. If you finished in 3rd or 4th, you then went into the loser's bracket. So essentially, if you did very good the first 2 days in this tournament, you got into the winner's bracket and essentially got to today without a loss on your record. So it is a double elimination bracket, but for some, Woody, it's only a single elimination.
Guys up on top in the winner's bracket get a chance to take a loss without leaving the tournament. But if you were 3rd or 4th place in the group stage, you were out. Big hit out the right side for ZTeMPeR in the first minute of play. Gets a huge battle ramp connection, and that punishes Team Naginata's balloon deck hard.
Yeah, and just like that, a tower is eliminated from the field, and ZTeMPeR's like, I have an elixir advantage, I'm just going to pump up. Miner comes in on the right-hand lane. It's, the defensive Miner from ZTeMPeR going to shut that down. The minion horde going to take down the balloon as well.
TMD Jacque, an amazing player in 2nd place in the Crown Championship Southeast Asia region, but not holding up right now against ZTeMPeR. An amazing Spanish player who has been working very hard, has practiced this deck amazingly, and didn't even need to play the primary win condition, the 3 Musketeers, in order to get that first tower down.
Not at all, but the 3 Musketeers are now going to start, and now Jacque has to figure out a way to stop this assault. He's got an ice golem. He's got a battle ram. Double Muskies on the left. The mini peck is going to clear this out. Can he defend? Yes, he can. But here's the thing. Not only does he have to defend, Woody, he's got to still take a tower. With only 44 seconds left, this balloon has to connect on the right-hand side. But how is he going to get past the 3 Musketeers?
Oh, Fireball Zap is a great combo. Unfortunately, ZTeMPER's just got too much defense for him. Minion Horde is also great at taking down balloons, and I gotta say, man, it looks like TMD Jockey just got hard countered this game. What do you think?
Yeah, there's just no way the Battleram's going to connect this well, and that's going to be a second tower, and ZTeMPeR is going to Z-win match number 1.
Well done to ZTeMPeR. Clear victory there, and he's been looking very strong recently. You know, we saw him in the group stage yesterday, coming out in the top 2 of that section. Very difficult. That group was no joke whatsoever. We had Kuchi Ku from Queso, Gabby from Sandstorm, Tugazino from Giants, Rams from Tryharders, and our recent Gamer G champion, Colton Wall 83, a player from CCGS NA, also in that group. So very high level of competition there. Let's try to get our face back on here and chatting. You got to bear with me for a sec here as I'm learning the ins and outs of all of our programs here. But what were your general impressions for that first game?
Well, my general impressions for that first game is if you hard countered, it's very difficult to just stay alive when you have a balloon and you don't really have an answer for a minion horde that could just shut down a balloon. I mean, if you have a fireball and that's really your only way to deal with a balloon, guess what? That balloon is going to die before you can even fireball the minion horde. I mean, if you place, what, 6 minions right on top of a balloon, how fast does that die? I mean, how many licks does it take to get to the end of a Tootsie Roll? It's quick.
Well said. I think that the issue there for the balloon cycle deck is that relying upon that one spell, like you said, doesn't work out when the deck that you're going up against is specifically designed to have multiple ways to punish spell usage. We've seen log bait many times before, in which players can do really well if their opponent only has one small spell like log or zap. This fireball bait deck relies on having 3 musketeers, minion horde, and elixir collector as the cards to bait out a fireball. Then whatever gets thrown at you, you send some, whatever they throw the fireball at, you send something else back at them instead.
Well, let's watch this first play of the game right now. Battleram coming on the left-hand side. It's going to get clobbered down by the Mega Knight. Mega Knight's going to walk on the left-hand lane. There's going to be a Hog Rider on the right with an Ice Golem. This Hog Rider is going to go right to the tower. It's going to be a naked, clean sweep. If ZTeMPeR doesn't stop this, he's going to be down a tower right off the bat.
Incredible push. TMD Jacque really punishing hard here. That is what we needed from him first game, and that is what is going to help turn this series around for him. Now in chat, we haven't mentioned it yet, but these are best of 5 matches overall, so ample opportunity for Jacque to turn things around.
Yeah, no big deal, and just like that, that's what you got to do. You got to strike right back really early in the second match, and Jacque just did that. ZTeMPeR in trouble in game number 2.
Here comes an aggressive Ice Golem Hog Rider push out the right side. Tears that tower down, hard punishing the Elixir Collector. ZTeMPeR set up in the back. You know, that's what these 3 Musketeers decks need in order to be able to put their pushes together. Big Elixir Collector investments, trying to get the juice in order to punish hard in double Elixir time. So far, though, ZTeMPeR unable to build up that advantage, has just been hammered by Jacque.
Yeah, Ice Golem on the right-hand side with the Battle Ram. Battle Ram is going to connect on. No! It will connect, but the Mega Knight, the big bad Mega Knight, gonna just clobber down these Barbarians. No big deal. Minion Horde on the right-hand side from ZTeMPeR going to do work. There goes the Mega Knight, and Jacque looking strong.
Another 3 Musketeers split out in the back. This is the last chance for ZTeMPeR to try to turn things around here. Fireball Zap, a great combo from TMD Jacque. He hasn't showed us a Zap yet. I guess he's going to let the Archers finish off the Muskies out the right side. Good choice here, but once again, he's hardly taking any damage. We need a split attack here, and that's what ZTeMPER's given us. And Chen, does he have a chance to connect?
He does, but the Mega Knight is just so strong. Not going to be enough. The Goblins clean up the Musketeer, and that's really the only way he's going to get damage on the tower. 17 seconds left. You can't drop 3 Muskies in one lane because they're going to get Fireball. They're going to get zapped down, and that's going to be the game. Mega Knight going for the triple. Can he get it? Fireball coming in. Is he going to zap as well? He is going to add the cherry on top, and that's what Jacque needed. Going to take a dominant victory in game 2, tying up this best of 5, 1-1.
Pulling a great win off of ZTeMPeR there. You saw once again these guys at their best. Not quite as much of a hard counter this time. I think that was a little bit more of a fair fight. I'd say that the punishes from the Hog Rider were working really well for TMD Jacque in order to make sure that ZTeMPeR didn't once again get the opportunity to pump up that hard. The fact that ZTeMPeR brought essentially the same deck 2 games in a row, though, Does that mean that that Three Musketeer deck is his comfort pick? Do you expect him to switch it up next time, or is he going to stick with it?
I expect him to switch it up. He just showed the same deck twice. Zake is definitely going to be ready for it if that is played again. I just don't see him running the same deck 3 times in a row, but if he does, you know, it might not work out for him again, Woody.
Beautiful stage here at Paris Games Week as we start our 3rd game of this best-of-5 match. ZTeMPeR in the back with a Knight, going to try to soak some damage from this Inferno Dragon flying in. It's getting awfully close, though. Starts heating up on the bats instead. Nice catch by ZTeMPeR. TMD Jake playing very cautiously, slowly, waiting for an attack to come in before really committing to that lane. Defensive Miner just to block this Knight. It looks like ZTeMPER's got a Miner of his own.
Yeah, Mega Minion over here. You never really want to use a Miner on defense if you're Zake. But, oh, the big bad Golem on the right-hand lane, but the big bad Executioner, he might have a Tornado combo as well. No, bats are going to be the answer, and he does have that Tornado. Golem is going to have a hard time connecting with this Executioner Tornado pull.
Golemite push is looking pretty heavy. It's quite early on to send in something that big, though. You'd expect Team Jake to wait until double elixir time. He hasn't taken hardly any damage on his right side, though, and with only an Executioner coming at him, I think he's not too worried right now.
No, not at all. Miner coming in, but there's going to be a zap and a log. And that's going to do absolutely nothing. Beautiful defense from Zaki. And although he wasted so much elixir on that Golem push, he finds himself up about an elixir and a half ahead in this matchup.
You know, something I've noticed is that Team Jake is unafraid to send in the miners on defense, something that you rarely ever see in competitive Clash Royale. It's almost always used for offense. I mean, a Knight would be a whole lot better if you were just trying to play defense with him, but I think it's a good call. In some cases, he doesn't seem to have very many heavy single bodies to play defense with, and if Miner can get the offensive value in double elixir time, why not play him on defense early on?
Yeah, why not? Mega Minion gonna just continue to swipe down this Knight. No problemo. Executioner gonna do work here. Tornado. Whoa, that Tornado hits absolutely nothing. In essence, the Executioner was too busy hitting the Miner.
Right side takes a few swipes, and Team Jake is holding on to this lead. ZTeMPeR retaliating with a Miner going in straight for the tower, but knocked apart by Goblins. It's looking like Team Jake is going on for another kill. Team Jake not really too worried at all about these little tiny pushes that ZTeMPeR has put together so far. What is this deck's win condition? Do you think that there's a graveyard in the back, or is it just Miner Poison Cycle?
It's just going to be Miner Poison Cycle from ZTeMPeR here. He's got the 3 spells, and he just has not had an opportunity to use them. He might actually even have Lightning in this deck if ZTeMPeR. But, oh no, this is a bad play by Zake. The first bad play that he makes, and he's going to lose an Inferno Dragon right away. Now the Executioners are starting to ramp up. Now that's a full value Tornado. And just like that, that's how you turn a game around. One little mistake by Zake might cost him a lot of damage on this right side tower.
Right side gets poisoned, and Jake is under fire now. 2 Executioners march across the bridge. Another defensive Miner coming on in, but he just doesn't have enough elixir to get back to that Golem. Having awkward defenses against a couple of different attacks here. Team Jake is a little flat-footed. ZTeMPeR going in for another assault with an Executioner right at the bridge, but finally Team Jake's got his preferred tank. The Golem marching in to soak some blows here as the Mega Minion in the back swipes down this Miner.
Yeah, look at this. Now the Tornado could be used. Is it going to even hit the tower? Yes, it does. Eclipse it once. Oh, not going to be enough damage here from Zake. He really needs to do more damage with these connections when he has this elixir lead. Because if Zake is able to get down a Golem, ZTeMPeR is going to be in trouble.
Nice catch there once again. ZTeMPeR playing excellent defense with the bats. Keeps that Inferno Dragon off the tower. Minions, the final card in Team Jake's deck. Haven't seen those guys yet this game, and it looks like it's going to be running out of time. Team Jake down almost within spell range now. Another Miner Poison might do it. It's his final chance to put a push together. Miner going for the back of an Inferno Dragon Mega Minion combo at the bridge to try to get a lock on tower, but not looking likely. No splash damage to deal with these bats, chat.
No splash damage is also poison coming in on the right-hand side. The Miner going to do a little chip here, a little chip there.
That'll do it.
And the lock's going to finish.
Not with a bang, but with a fizzle. ZTeMPeR chipping away at that right side and never letting that big golem connection happen this game.
Yeah, I think Zake was ahead in the mid game. He definitely was dominating the match. And that one Inferno Dragon, which he kind of, in essence, just threw away, Woody, at the bridge. I'm not sure why he played it right into 2 Executioners. Then he tornadoes the Golem and the Mega Minion and everything else, and then cleans them up. And then you're looking at 2 Executioners on the field. That's 10 Elixir, Woody. And plus, it was even Elixir at that time. You got to look at that as a plus 10 on trade for ZTeMPeR.
These guys are reconfiguring their decks, figuring out what they want to bring to this next game. Could be the final of this matchup if indeed ZTeMPeR gets another win. TMD Jake on his heels.
All right, we're going to get into match number 4 right now. ZTeMPeR versus Zach.
Yay.
I kind of want to call him Zach. Jake. I feel like I'd be more likely to have an accurate pronunciation if I just picked a name that I knew.
Zach?
Yeah. I need to get a chance to go meet the guy. He's up on stage right now. I'm just feeling lowly down here in the booth, but TMD Jake is how I want to say it.
Listen, just say it Italian, right?
Okay.
Say Zach and then A, Zach A.
Zach A, all right. ZTeMPeR seems a little easier to figure out. Wow, big attack though from Jake early on.
Oh, is it gonna jump? No, look at that. The little, I guess you can say, fix to the Mega Knight about, you know, what was it? That was about a month ago now, a month and a half ago. Did not allow that Mega Knight to jump on that tower and clobber down the tower and the Knight.
Mega Knight can't jump. What's wrong with this boy?
It's like a movie.
Barrel in the back. ZTeMPeR playing a classic deck. It's called Logbait. It relies on their opponent not having any answers, or rather few answers, I guess, to a ground-based swarm attack. Goblin Gang, Princess, and Goblin Barrel, each a big threat in their own right. If there's only one small defensive splash damage option from the opponent, it's going to be a split attack and lots of damage on your tower. Great rocket by ZTeMPeR, but a little aggressive. You got to worry about the big attack that's coming in from Jake. It's going to be a graveyard.
Yeah, and that's going to do a lot of damage. Tornado, that's going to clobber it down. The Mega Knight, the big bad Mega Knight, it's still not jumping, but it's going to get the job done.
Blocks the tower and takes it down. Skeleton's helping out on the back. That's going to be a 1-0 lead for Team Jake as ZTeMPeR only has a minute left to get this thing in overtime.
Yeah, 1 minute left, still a lot of time. Knight coming down on the right-hand lane with a baby dragon as well. Princess on the left, gonna do a little bit of shooting.
Splashes onto the Knight there, kind of a bad connection for Jake, but it doesn't really matter. He's ahead right now in damage, only needs to hold on. He doesn't need to push it.
Tornado gonna take care of everything. Baby dragon coming down as well.
Wiz, the baby dragon, still holding on to defense. TMD Jake's got plenty of relatively big bodies. Kind of swarms with the goblins if he's ever worried about a P.E.K.K.A. or some heavy hitter coming on in, but with lots of great ways to deal damage to these swarms, he's not too worried about them at all. Big splash damage from the Mega Knight knocks out that Goblin Gang, and even though he took about 1,000 damage out the right side, the defense holds up, and this is a short game in chatting. 2-2 draw in this series overall between Jake and ZTeMPeR. The last game will decide who advances and who gets kicked down to the losers bracket.
I feel like that's going to be the story of today, Woody, is going to be these 2-2 draws going into a game number 5. These players are just some of the best in the game. Actually, let me rephrase that. They are the best in the game. So you better believe they're going to bring it. And on a day like this, it's where one loss and then you're in elimination mode. You know what I mean? This is the winner's bracket, though. In the loser's bracket that we have, it's one loss and you're done. So you're fighting essentially for your life, and you do not want to go down to the loser's bracket, because let me tell you something. When you're in a loser's bracket, everybody, it's like, you see how calm these players are right now? You can't have that moment of calm when you're in a, let's just say once you get 2 losses on you, you can be one more loss and you can be completely eliminated. Hong
Kong esports well represented in lots of the major tournaments here. The Team Massive Dragons showing up at both the King's Cup and now Paris Games Week. Big prizes on the table for these guys if they can prove their worth. Southeast Asia has got an amazing lineup in the Crown Championship. As I mentioned before, TMD Jacques, the second seed in the region right now, has got a great claim to be able to potentially compete in the World Finals. This is certainly going to be a clash for the ages and will set the tone for not only Jacques, but also ZTeMPeR and their teams overall, HKE Sports and Giants from Spain, on whether or not they're going to carry momentum in the days to come.
Yeah, oh, P.E.K.K.A gets down just in time. The Electro Wizard retargets the cannon card onto the P.E.K.K.A, and the log just not going to be able to take it out. Cannon card going to do a little bit of work here with the Mega Minion and the Ice Wizard just taking care of that E-Wizard, and now we have a reset.
Ice Wiz that bridge. Connects with the tower, gets a few hits off there. He shoots a little bit slower ever since the recent balance change, but hits a little bit harder, able to one-shot those skeletons. That'll be a nice defensive lead for ZTeMPeR if he's able to get it to lock onto these graveyards.
Yeah, and that's defensive poison, but this Night Witch, is she going to connect on the tower? That's the million-dollar question, and the answer is yes. Twice, Woody, wow. She might not do as much damage as she once did, but if she smacks a tower, it does a ton of damage. 1679 on ZTeMPeR's left-hand tower, and he is not looking too strong right now.
Very creative deck for him. I gotta give him props for what he's showing up with today. Hog Rider, Cannon Cart, this is something that I've never seen before. It's a good mid-range ground-based deck. It does kind of seem a little light on air defensive options. We got the Ice Wizard and Mega Minion so far from ZTeMPeR. I guess Poison could be used to take out any Minion Swarms coming at him, but looks like he'll start playing defense right now. Ice Wizard in front to deal with the bridge. Means that he's got to rely on the cannon card out back to take down the skeletons.
And Night Witch gonna do a little bit of work here at the bridge, distracting the Knight, distracting the Ice Wizard. The cannon cart get knocked on his wheels. The wheels on the bus go nothing because it's down. And the Hog Rider comes in on the left.
Nice strong P.E.K.K.A to block this Hog Rider at the left side, and TMD Jacques is looking dominant in this game. Another big push coming in as a useless cannon cart sits behind the left side arena tower. Oh, hang on, it might get a chance to shoot at some of these skeletons.
Whoop! Spooky, scary skeleton. Gotta do a lot of damage to the tower. Poison on defense once again. That's been the name of the game for ZTeMPeR. Poison on defense, but that's not gonna be able to hold up. Woody, is it? Do you really want to keep on poisoning on defense if you're ZTeMPeR here?
And chat, and that was some great singing, but you got in the Halloween spirit a little bit too late, I'm sorry to say. The spooky, scary skeletons are not doing so well. It's been big pushes from TMD Jacques nonetheless, and excellent defense for him. It just never seems like ZTeMPeR has got the defensive poison or Ice Wizard necessary to keep the tower up. A desperation play here as he moves over to the right side, throws it all on the line. Night Witch moving in for his left side tower will tear it down if he doesn't have a good defensive option. Super combat as ZTeMPeR runs out of time and drops his left side tower, and TMD Jacques gets the win.
And he is going to be moving on in the winner's bracket. ZTeMPeR is going to fall to the loser's bracket, but he is not out yet. It is a double
Congratulations, TMD Jacques, holding on strong and never giving up. Nice early lead for ZTeMPeR, but could hold on to it. We're going to switch back as the main stage continues to elaborate on the games taking place today. I want to share with the crowd, though, OJ is in the audience. He's standing right next to me, and we will have his channel broadcasting this event later on today. We're going to wrap up a couple more matches in the first round, but as we progress into round 2, we will later be on his channel, so be sure to make the switch. And we've got about another half hour, I think, that will be with you guys here. Until then, yeah.
Sounds good. So you get to see, you know, this sexy face, you know, these sexy faces, you know what I mean? Oh, but I think we're having 2 more players jump onto the stage, I believe.
Jumping.
Let me take a look over here. I think we got Asiiis and I can't quite see the second player, but I think it's Asiiis and somebody else. I saw that hair. I saw that hair of Asiiis. You know what I mean? That suave.
Asiiis and Soaking. Yeah, you can recognize them by
Yeah,
their
pretty much
hair.
anywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from a mile away.
You got the toupee army from Soking.
I think you got better vision than I do, and I'm wearing glasses in chat.
Shh, I cheated. I saw it on that screen.
Oh, no. You ruined me.
Oh, man. But, you know, it's going to be Asiiis versus... Actually, you want to know what, guys?
Tell us in
5
chat.
contre la nuque qu'il lui a,
actually
et là,
going to be-
qui a été juste incroyable.
It's going to be... Is this the winner's bracket? Where is this? Asiiis versus Naginata.
I see.
Yeah.
These players all were first or second in their group overall. Moving on to the winner's bracket means that they can still take a loss and compete for that €15,000 prize. They worked really hard. Most of them, I think, actually either got 5-0 or 4-1 in their group in order to be at the very top. So you know that they are going up against some of the best early on here.
Yeah, Naginata versus Asiiis. Let's see how this pans out. Goblin split in the back. A pump coming down from Asiiis, and Naginata's going in with the graveyard. Baby Dragon to tank for the tower. He's got, oh my goodness, he's got the entire family. He's got the brother and sister trying to defend this push, and it does a decent job. You know what the main thing is, though? When you're playing a Golem deck like Asiiis is, you got to keep your pump healthy, and that's exactly what he just did.
A healthy punt from Asiiis. He's got a firm grip on this game so far. Right side is going to be a Golem marching down to try to get connection. Wow, the punish move from Naginata. Left side, Mega Knight going to get the jump on the Night Witch, but no way to deal damage to these bats. Poison added on top, very aggressive from Naginata. Oh no! No counter yet for the Golem. Oh wow, let's go for the King! Oh no!
Asiiis planned that out, knowing that it would jump to the pump and jump to the King. And now he's got a poison it. Is this Mega Minion? The Mega Minion versus Baby Dragon battle. One of the most clutch things. Oh, just takes it out, Woody. And that's the difference between this tower possibly living and possibly falling.
Asiiis without any way of getting those goblins down, though. Nice counterplay by Naginata. He's going to take a lot of damage out that right side tower, though, and Asiiis is just pumping up, holding on to the back, playing cool. They're about tied in Elixir right now, but Asiiis has got a lot of juice stored up in the Elixir collector in the back left. He is dominant so far in this first game.
Yep, and 416 left on the right-hand tower, but here comes Asiiis going on the left-hand lane. The Graveyard's coming in as well from Naginata. He's got to do the huge push here. The Bandit on defense. The Poison doing so much damage. And these Skeletons ramping up, but there's a full life Golem down on the right-hand lane, and Naginata doesn't really have that much Elixir. Woody?
Asiiis happy to just drop whatever little tiny troop is necessary to deal with the attack coming at him and not really overcommitting on defense. That's what pays for these big pushes. That's what you need in order to save up the Elixir to get a Golem, Mega Minion, Night Witch, all marching down the same lane. That right side tower is torn apart, and Asiiis is going on the left now.
Yeah, not only is that left tower is going to be under Assault Bandit and Lumberjack coming in as well. Golem, it might be naked, but it still does a ton of damage. The Bandit, oh my goodness, she's going left, going right. You don't even know where she's going. I can't even see her because all she's doing is dashing.
Fast with the speed of light. Bandit dashes all around the arena. And I gotta admit it, Naginata actually had pretty good defense given the circumstances here, but absolutely overwhelmed by Asiiis' massive ground-based push. The Golem, the heaviest tank in the game, and chat, I know you love that giant, but Golem, he stays on the field even after he dies, splits apart, and we get a couple of different little Golemites moving on in.
Yeah.
Let's move back and get to see in Chatton's beautiful face as he so lovingly called it. Mine too, right?
I said yours too. Hey.
Oh yes.
Hey, we got the A crew.
Yeah, it's too early in the morning for me to get that hype. Hey,
I'm hype all the time. You know what I mean?
Man, get some more caffeine when we're off camera. But
oh man,
adrenaline's pumping just after that first match, though. 1-0 lead for Asiiis, and I can clearly see why he's considered one of the best players in all of Europe. He was actually victorious in one of the Millennium Super Cup challenges that was held previously. We had first place from him.
yeah.
He also did really well out at King's Cup. He was one of the qualifiers who made it through the heats to get up onto the main stage and win over $5,000. Huge prize there, but coming back with a vengeance, trying to get to the top this time. He wants to be the champion. He knows he can be the champion. And with gameplay like that, he might just be the champion.
Tout de suite ou pas?
And not only Not only that, he actually finished in the last ESWC event, finished second to Kahlua in ESWC Summer.
Wow.
So Asiiis is looking to make
I
that
remember he was
second
third also at
intro.
Gamescom. He's always in the top 3. Great job there. Also first place at DreamHack France, considered by many to be the best player in all of France. I guess we'll have to decide that today though in chat.
Well, we are going to find out. And Naginata. Now, the reason why these matches are so important every single game is they're playing for a share of 15,000 euro. And look at this Hog Rider. It's just sneaking through. And the Goblins, Matt and his friend, gonna do a lot of damage. 5:15 left.
This game is now within spell cycle range. Asiiis could easily get a few fireballs over the left side. He could even hit that Elixir Collector if you wanted to, but Naginata trying to turn the tables on him. He's the one with the big Golem deck this time, playing against Asiiis' lighter chippy-based Hog Rider cycle deck.
Yeah, and there's a Golem down on the right-hand side, and Inferno Dragon coming down from Asiiis. The Bats gonna get taken out. The minion of the Horde with the Battle Ram on the left-hand side. You got 3 to the right. You got 3 to the left. Woody, oh, is it gonna connect?
Nice Ice Golem to try to block and give that Inferno Dragon a little more time to heat up. Still a big push down the right lane. Inferno Dragon get lots of value, burning up lots of different targets, and he's looking at a few spears here out the back. Right side might go down to triple digits, looking likely down to 994, but Asiiis holds the damage lead. Can he just hold on to this game, allowing Naginata to pump up so many times though?
I don't know. It's going to be really, really, really rough. Woody, 994 left on the right-hand side is going to be the difference in this game. Can he keep it alive, or does it fall? If it falls, he's going to find himself on the losing end of this battle.
Asiiis wanting to make this a 1-0 game, defends hard out the right side, but a big Battle Ram double musky combo over on the left is going to give him trouble. Huge assault coming in from Naginata, one of the heaviest decks in the entire game. We've got Golem and 3 Musketeers, the 2 most expensive cards. Asiiis with one of the cheapest decks in the game is rebuffing this attack though. Right side has gone down, left side is finished off entirely. Another Musketeer crosses the bridge though. Can he hold on for 10 seconds?
It looks like he can, Woody. He's got a fireball in his back pocket. 4 seconds left. This Golem isn't going to do anything. The fireball's coming down. The Musketeers are going back, and Asiiis is going up 2-0.
Clutches the win. 1-0 game and a 2-0 match lead overall. Asiiis has shown that he can play both the heaviest decks and the lightest, quickest cycle decks. That is the range of skills that we love to see from champions, being able to play a wide variety of different styles and take apart their opponent no matter what they're throwing at you.
You want to know what, Woody?
What's up?
All he has to now play is bait. And he's got everything he needs. He's got the trifecta. You got the small. You got the big. And now you got, in essence, the chip.
I like it.
There you go. It's either, well, minor or bait, let's say.
Yeah.
And then he's got the chippy deck. He's got the control-oriented deck. He's got the, like you said, alluded to earlier, the heavy Golem. And then he's got, you know, the light Hog Rider.
Yeah.
I would love to say Hog Rider like you do, but I can't. So
Hog Rider!
So I just stop. I don't even embarrass myself anymore when I try to say
I'm still very willing to embarrass myself, so thanks for reminding me.
Well, no, you actually say it good. For me, it's like, I sound like my...
You can do an impression though, right?
Not,
Didn't you say yesterday you can do like an Italian mobster?
Yeah, it's because I'm Italian, though.
Okay. Naginata out the right, trying to get his first win. Player from Spain.
And look at this, we got 2 pumps on the field.
Running into a heavy hitter here, Asiiis. 2 pumps are down though. Yeah, you're right in chat. This is going to be a very heavy game. Likely to see this thing go into double elixir time. This is the sort of game where if neither of these players had elixir collectors in their hand, we might have just been sitting here for 2 minutes waiting for someone to make a move. But elixir collector, still a very high reward for it's only moderate risk, in my opinion. And it looks like value here for Asiiis as he takes out that left side elixir collector. Doesn't have to worry too much about the barbarians marching in.
No, and you want to know what's interesting, Woody? I kind of want to see if a bandit's going to dash on a battle ram, I kind of want to see it stop the charge, just because if something comes in that hard, wouldn't you expect it to stop something that's coming in just as fast?
I would expect it to stop, but there's nothing stopping these muskies out the left, pulverizing this poor Golem. All 3 lock on along with the tower, and it actually goes down before even reaching it. Goblin Gang added on top. Unfortunate timing for Naginata, though. He gets zapped down. The three Muskies on the left get a little bit of support from Skeletons, the lightest and boniest of battlers.
Oh, the heel Rooski!
Oh my goodness. Massively valuable heal spell from Naginata. Gets two Muskies to lock on.
Well, when you know you're not going to win the match, take Golem 3 Muskies heal and pray he doesn't have an answer. I mean, unbelievable. If Asiiis had Fireball, again, he would lose, but he predicted the poison. And look at this deck. I mean, if Asiiis wins this game, it's going to be almost a miracle at this point.
Tears as he recognizes he's not in a good position. Heal spell doesn't get a whole lot of value except against decks that run poison. Naginata with a great heavy setup. Not worried at all as we go into double elixir time. Both players with very big...
it's going to be a 3-crown race.
Yeah, elixir pump setup. So yeah, I think you're right about that. Naginata in the lead, though. He's done a lot of damage to that left side tower. And 3 Muskies are nothing to blow your nose at. Left side tower goes down first. Asiiis with the lead on the right, but Naginata pulverizing the king.
Oh no! Actually, Asiiis might be able to take this game. Lumberjack on the tower, but are these Musketeers going to connect? Oh my goodness.
Naginata's Golem is going to get the job done. Asiiis' king tower falls. Naginata did take a lot of damage, and I got to hand it to Asiiis. He had a chance of making the comeback there, but Naginata, player for VCF Esports, starts to get his first point in this series, but the reverse sweep is a very tall order. If you drop the first 2 games, you got to win all 3 in a row if you want to sweep the set.
Yeah, and that was just one of those decks that just completely hard countered the other, and there's not very much you can do. The only way Asiiis had a chance to kill the Musketeers was to poison them and then, you know, take care of them with a zap. Guess what? You poison them, you zap them, I heal them. My Musketeers are still going to live, and you're pretty much in essence dead. That's what? That's a 6 for 3 trade, too.
Yeah. I mean, the spell combos in that game definitely went in Naginata's favor. There's not much more that you can ask for when you're playing heal spell than to go up against someone running poison and zap. Both deadly spells, but they take a little while to kind of finally finish off their targets.
Hog Rider coming in on the left-hand side. This Ice Golem is just going to completely ignore it. Ice Spirit coming in on the left. And look at how much damage is coming out on this left-hand side. What, 1602?
Nice early hit by Asiiis there on the left, bringing it down far. Unfortunate Mega Minion doesn't get the swipe, and Naginata has nothing to support this Lava Hound yet. Low on Elixir, he got a little bit of a chip damage out the right side. He need a miner to really get value out of these pups, though. Has he got one? Not looking likely.
Poison, though, is going to take out the Princess, and this Hog Rider's just going to come in without any Elixir to defend.
Oh no, this Tombstone too far forward. Naginata doesn't get the catch, and the Hog Rider goes straight for the tower. Skellies start to chip away at that left lane Hog, but I don't.
And now Asiiis,
that was not good at all for Naginata.
Asiiis is throwing out the laughing face, and you want to know what, though?
And the good game as well.
Hey, you want to know what? I mean, if you're going to run heal 3 Musketeers at this stage, you can get a little BM on you. You deserve a little. You deserve just a little. It's one of those decks that, like, they only win in certain situations, you know what I mean? Like, if
it's the hard punish. I don't feel bad for Asiiis at all. The fact that Naginata got that read and knew what to throw at him, it takes a lot of skill to be able to see what Asiiis is going to bring to the next.
There's a Mega Knight, there's a Fireball, Log even beats, I mean, a little bit, a teeny bit.
It's the Hail Mary equivalent.
It's the Hail Mary, yeah, it's the Hail Mary of Clash Royale.
And it worked out for him this time, but it's not looking like Naginata's going to pull off this 4th game of the best-of-5 set. Asiiis continuing to pressure hard. Hog Rider moving in the right lane. Zap takes down the Bath, but there's nothing to cook this pig. Mega's picking, swipes it down. Finally, a push getting built up here over on the right by Naginata. Is there a balloon to help it out?
I don't think there's going to be a balloon, but there is, and wow, 2 minutes and 23 seconds was the first balloon in this matchup.
Massive rocket from Asiiis. wipes that push out. Love Pup's still active, though. Are they going to be able to put this thing into overtime?
They will, Woody. No big deal, but 450 on the right-hand side. Guess how much damage a rocket does? You guessed right.
493.
Whoa, you guessed right.
Left side attack from Naginata, trying to put this thing into overtime still. Nice hit. Asiiis going to wipe that out with the rocket, and he doesn't have a whole lot to worry about now. He didn't get the hit off the right side that he wanted. But you know what? As we get into overtime, the next round wins. Hog Rider's going to make a great play for it. He gets the hit. Asiiis takes the set. 3 over 1.
3 over 1, and that's the answer that we're going to see. Asiiis moving on in the winner's bracket. And guess what? Loser's bracket is going to go to
Bien joué à toi. Bon, comment t'as senti ce match? En fait, quand t'avais le 2-0, tu t'es dit je vais tenter quelque chose pour le troisième match?
Non, j'ai bien fait vraiment mal. C'était bien passé.
Bah écoute, bien joué à toi, voilà, il n'y a rien de plus à ajouter et on te reverra sans doute du coup pour les finales qui auront lieu vers 16 h sur cette scène. Donc on vous compte nombreux pour la finale de Clash Royale, c'est aujourd'hui en fin d'après-midi. Merci à Trappa et David K pour le commentaire. On va marquer une courte pause sur cette scène et on revient dans quelques instants cette fois-ci pour du Tekken 7 avec le challenge Nvidia et Omanix. A tout de suite.
Okay guys, it looks like we are actually going to swap over to Orange Juice's channel right now, so get ready to switch over to the other channel. We're going to be going live on that other one in a sec. See you all soon. Thanks for tuning in. Next time, I'm going to spread it out.